So, welcome to West Virginia Windstar. I'm Pam. This is about. Hang on, let me fix it. This is about. Whoever you are, you're destined for. You're destined to be wealthy in your life because you've sown lots of good deeds and you are protected by the divine forces, by these archangels, by these heavenly messengers, and angels in the Bible. If anybody knows anything about a Bible, do you see a circle right there for a moon? Well, usually it looks like a circle with eyeballs all on it. That's the way they say that these angels are, which is actually angles of light coming from the stars is what it really means. And when we die, that's where we go. So trust me that you are protected and someone appreciates you because you've helped them along the way. And I guess you help them every time you laugh. And maybe when you come into your bedroom, you help to raise the vibes in whatever that you do, whatever job that you do, it helps raise the vibes of the planet, okay? A bedroom, well, that's linked to Libra, beauty, balance. If you've balanced out your vibe to where more people realize that you was the one that helped them, and they might have all used to laugh at you for something that you was doing, but now they realize that you were the one that helped them to go into their bedroom and to do something amazing. And now, if these people has ended up making money and profit, and they laughed at you a lot, now they know that their money, something's going to happen to their money if they don't help you because you helped them out. I don't know why it's saying that, but that's what it said, okay? And so that's all I know. But blessings are about to be pouring in from all ways. And you might be seeing 22 or 222 a lot. And that's because maybe you have the help of two on your path, okay? So let me keep going and see what wants to come out. What else is it? Ooh, what did it say? Goodness gracious, it said frogs, shooms, or cartoons. And I make these by hand. Every card that I'm using, oracles, I create them, okay? And I'm creating some more. I haven't really been doing it this past month. I've made a few, but I mean, when it gets more sunnier, then I'll have some more ideas flowing through, and that's just how it is. And maybe you saw that huge sunshine orb that was coming into my bedroom, that last live that I did, and that was coming on the opposite side of the window. And all that is saying is that's letting you know that what I've created, it helps many people out here. And it's funny. It is funny because, I'm a comedian trapped in a tarot and oracle cards body. I'm a comedian trapped in a tarot and oracle card reader's body. I can't help it, okay? So anyways, ooh, and you know what? It is so cold here today, collective, in West Virginia. My windows are still solid ice, and I know that lots of you are having to endure that at this time, and lots of us, we always do. If you live in the north on the East Coast, we always do, but we always will get through it. Or if you live up north like in Canada or New York or wherever up that way, it's cold and dark as hell, ain't it? But we just got to think about the good times when the sunlight comes back, and it comes back in March, baby. Don't you worry, it'll be flamingo season all around. And if you're going to Florida on a vacation, you are protected. But I about said vocation or vocation. There might be somebody who thought that, so they might have been somebody doing like spells on you, trying to invoke a spell on you. I don't know, but it doesn't work because you're still doing something positively delicious, it said. So look, you're going to see some funny little frogs or some funny little mushrooms. Have you ever seen these mushrooms in the Appalachian Mountains? They're out in the mountains, in Appalachian Mountains, and that's the oldest mountain range in the entire world. Did you know that? Appalachian Mountains are. And I'm trapped in West Virginia. I'm not trapped, but West Virginia's trapped. It isn't growing, it's actually depleting. It's actually depleting. The population is right here. If you look from 1950 to now, it's dropped like 500,000 or million people. I can't remember. So that's weird. And the reason it is because it's so many mountains. The lowest elevation is 1,500 feet. That's why we're called the Mountain State. Okay? That's all I know. Okay? Ooh, and grow with me and build a life with me. So maybe some of you all out here, you're wondering, and I guess somebody wants to build a life with you, I guess. It might be somebody in Florida. I don't know, collective. I have no clue. Now look, they might be lots of people that's wanting to move into West Virginia and start building their life and building family. And well, you can. You just got to get used to that mountain weather, which is cold, freaking winds blowing all the time until June or July. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. And then you have like a 3 months, they ain't no wind. And then here the wind comes back. So it's always wind. Are you prepared for that? Ooh, Europe. Europe. Do you live in Europe? Do you live in Europe? Well, oh goodness, don't fall, you thing, because then my little tree up here my little tree will fall. I was going to show it to you, but now I ain't going to because it's going to tear over my roses. So it says, Fairy Earth Magic. Look at that. Look how weird that looks. Ain't it pretty? Zzz. And then there's that old gray moon up there, which a moon is a satellite. Did you know that? The moon is a natural satellite. Nobody really knows that or talks about it, but it is, you know it. And it looks like that angel is praying. It's got something sticking out of it over here. What is that? It's its hand, like there's an angel doing like this, going nee, 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 and touching you on the head like that. Did you ever feel that? Did you ever feel that? Look at these weird signs. Have you ever seen that? Did you ever see JWY in a cave in Europe? Did you ever see us? Did you ever see us if you live in Europe? Fish hook or JW, sideways triangle Y. I have them for Europe and America. I need to make for South America because there's only like a few continents that has them K's with them symbols. But if you notice this right here, that's a hand inside of a circle. So you know what I think that means? I think that right there, that hand inside of a circle, I think that means when you put your hand up to the sun and you feel the heat off of it. Maybe that's why they did that. Or maybe that means that these humans forced their hands to make these certain symbols to leave for us to pick up on these clues that they left for us. Okay? And that's mountains. If you see us like that, right there, that's mountains. It'll usually have 2 or 3. That's what that means. Or I think that's what that means, okay? All right, so let's keep going. Let's keep going. Money, blessings, it's going to come in from everywhere. It's going to be so amazing. And then if you see them little ladybugs in your house, them little red and black ladybugs in your house, that means money if you see that, okay? It said, you help to heal the hearts of many. Look at that. So you are here to heal the hearts of many individuals who feels down and out on their luck, and they just feel like, everything I do, it never makes no money. You tell me it's going to, Pam. And you Pam is sitting here saying, yeah, you got to have belief in it. You can't have them Debbie Downers on your back. When you do them Debbie Downers, they lower your vibe, and then you're not even allowed to laugh or nothing anymore. It'll just feel like, what I do is, God said nothing you do is worthless. You know how much money's in your hands right now that I planted through that gift that I gave you? I do. I see it, angels. I see it. I made it. That's how I know I made it. Okay, I made it. Let's keep going. Ooh, look, it looks like Wonder Woman or West Virginia Wild Wolf Woman. I don't know, but you need to keep your vibes high if you want to be with your divine masculine or your divine feminine. You have to do that now. And maybe if some of you all have these positive relationships, that's why it's easy for you to, like if you do get in your mind one day and you're like, well, that's really just because you went through someone else's bedroom or their room, wherever they're filming, and they said some craziness, and then it got you acting crazy. And then you realize, well, if I just delete from all that, then it won't do it again. Real simple. Resets your feed. Do you do that? I do that all the time, baby. I do that shit all the time. Okay? Hang on. Why did it pull out? Somebody now is a brave. They're a brave. They got drunk. Somebody got drunk and they got brave, they think. Well, if you get drunk, it might give you liquid courage for a little while, but then it goes away. My braveness comes through through my art. That's where my braveness comes. And look how funny this hermit man looks with his weird little freaking deer skin over his head. That looks like one of the first humans. He's wearing a deer skin helmet. Deer skin. Or, deer or cow. People be like, cows are cold out there. They got snow on them. No, they're warmer than us. That's why that snow builds up on top of them. They're insulated like a damn house. And if you're cold and there ain't nothing around back in the day, and if you killed a big-ass buffalo or beefalo or a big cow and it got real cold, well, you could just live inside of its freaking skin. You could just live inside of that. Did you know that? And it would feel like you're in a cave. That's how much insulation's inside of it. Okay, so oh goodness, you're coming out of a cave. But now there's somebody in Florida and they're feeling caved up at this moment. Why? Why? Oh, is it dark and cold down there? I'm sorry that you all had to go through that. You never really have to go through it, do you? But when these poles are doing these shifts, like it's been doing since the 1500s, you're going to realize that that's when these great changes come. And do you remember Ice Age and the dinosaurs? Well, them pole shifts happened, remember? So, all this wild, witchy, angry, explosive women and men that tries to get you going, they're going down. Look, they're going down. See them little arrows going down. They're going down. They're going down for messing with your flow. trying to get you angry and explosive. Yo, yo, yo. And there comes a damn meteorite going. I'm doing a reading. So anyway, there's this big, what is that, a meteorite? Or a big falling star is getting ready to come. And now remember, when these wild, witchy, angry men and women, they start and they want to get really explosive and act crazy, then you just get in your vehicle and you just go away from them if they do that to you, okay? They don't do that to me. But now if they do that to you, that's all you really got to do, okay? So let's keep going. Somebody maybe said, if we tried to live in West Virginia, it would be all so angry. I don't know. I said somebody wanted to do that. Older people navigate here because they live longer. This is the state that house is the most elderly. Did you know that? I'm talking about they'll live to be 190s and hundreds. That's why they live here. So they'll live in Florida in the sun in the winter, but then they want to come back in the summer to West Virginia. If you live there all the time, you got to have it cold and hot, and that's how you live the longest. It said. There's a parrot. Look, this is one of my favorites I made. This takes a while when you're an artist to do it. Okay. You can't just get on there and draw stick figures and think somebody's going to like it. I don't do that, see? I make something unique and eclectic, and then they want to laugh at it. But did you ever sit down and it take you 3 hours to build one card? These angry, explosive witches, they never did do that. They're just thieves of what you create, and then they take and write it on a card, and they want you to get mad and angry because they stole that from you. But no, everybody's going to see. Everybody's going to see that they were your pirates, and they're pirates. They pirate your goods, and we don't get mad about it because pirating and pirates is, they're getting took out of our energy. A great shift, look. There's another shooting star. Look at that. And if you look, there's a triangle. It's sideways, kindly, that I just showed you up here in this. Where'd it go? Right there. See how it's sideways, kindly? So there is a shift happening. Why is the shift happening? Well, because you're realizing that if you live in Europe, you're realizing just how much at these people, if you say something, they'll just shut you down. They'll send the cops on you in your all's rooms. I can't help that. I really can't. You're all going to have to band together and tell them they're not allowed to do that. You're allowed to say whatever you want to, whether it's funny or whether it's angry. But you don't live in America, so I'm sorry. But now look, even in America, they'll hold you back. I'm telling you, if you act crazy, I'm telling you now, listen. Now listen. The cats are pissing where under the chair, it said. Planets has aligned to bring you twins together so you guys and gals can become a unified unit and be as one. That's why all these shifts are happening, because God chose certain ones of us to come here to show you that there is a great shift happening on the planet. Okay? And phantom raindrops keep falling on my head, just like an angel said. And when you come and you take that from me, diddly-dee, angels will come and fall something on their head for you or me. A-do-do, the original creator is me. Spiritual PV, connection to the world and the universe. And or spiritual attacks keep falling on the original creator's head, they said. But actually what's happening is something greater instead. Spirits coming in and they're gonna help you because you are the phantom raindrop healer. That's me, Pam. And remember, when you get spiritually attacked, you'll have this water that falls on your head out of nowhere, out of no damn where. And then you'll feel of your ceiling, and your ceiling won't have no wet on it. And that's how you'll know that you're protected from the universe. Every time they send a spiritual attack and I get one of them fake raindrops falling on my head, which that was last year or the year before last. So when you go to copying, mocking, stalking, or stealing, remember, you are going to get spiritually attacked for coming in my energy because there's been lots of people know I created that. So remember, go create it, go recreate it. And then you made a great shift happen in your life, and you're going to lose somebody that you love more than anything. That's what the angel said. So you go and recreate that, and you're going to get all them spiritual attacks. That's going to be your judgment from the angels. Whoever that thief is thought they were going to do that because they ain't allowed. They don't have that spiritual connection to me and my universe. That's why you can't steal from that. If you're somebody so amazing and you're here to help heal the hearts of many, you would have your own ideas. You wouldn't need my connection, dear darlings. Dear dar dumplings, they're going to tumblings on their head. Raindrops fell on my head. Now when they go steal that, Spirit's going to get them, watch. This angry witch out here at Witches and Pirates, everybody's word. And now look, if you're on YouTube, you're allowed to go steal everybody's titles, but you're not allowed to go steal their story. There's where you got confused, witch. There's where you're getting took down from the higher realm. You're not in the hierarchy as I am. So you can go get mad and get upset, and you've got your 100,000 subscribers or your 90,000 subscribers or your 300,000 subscribers. We're going to steal that from you, pal. And then you're going to realize that I got more powerful people on my path than you. And we're going to allow you to do that for a little. We're going to take every bit of that growth and flowing that money away from you. Just out of nowhere, it happens. You want to watch? So wild, witchy, drunk women and men, they think they can do it better than you, and they can't. They can't because they wasn't the original creator. I'm the original oracle card creator. They ain't another one that you're going to find online that's like me. You're never going to find another like me. You'll find ones that write and they'll steal your work and put it on, fake white cards that says, Phantom Raindrop. I dare you to do it. I dare you to do it. I dare you, you witch, to do it right there. I dare you. I dare you. You're not going to get any flow as soon as you do it. You're going to get shifted out for good. That's what God does. God does that. Told you. Sweet dreams, my putty. I was going to trick people by coming in your energy you was treating me with and steal from you. Blacks do that. So if you see a black or a white that wears sunglasses, then know that them ones that write on them cards, they are a thief. And they should have never come in an oracle cards energies, energy readers, healers energy, because they are not healed, and that's why they're dark and demonic. And you can be, I didn't say every black. I'm saying there is white people that is black, and there is black people that is black. Imagine that. They got black insides, and they trick and they steal from everybody. And they go around stealing their essence. And they said, it's funny. I tricked people like I was you. What's real funny is when their face turns into that ugly, decrepit crab claw like that. See, it's going to turn into a fake crab claw. Their face is. Because they're drunk, it said. So that witch is drunk. See it? It's going to get tricked. Okay, collective? Let's keep going back. Okay, hello. I'm not reading that. Whatever it said, I'm just watching this reading because it was so interesting, isn't it? That's why you go tell all them angry women when they come over here stirring, angry men or women, they're going to start feeling raindrops on their head. And then they're going to say, why'd that happen to me? Why'd that do that? Well, you're spiritually attacked because you tried to fuck up PVG's energy, PGVG's energy, didn't you? And that's why you're going down. You're a non-player character. You're an NPC. Your witch ass gets online and then you're drunk and you're going, you get drunk and you watch your foosball. It's a witch gets drunk and watches their foosball now. But they wanted to play with ghosties. Well, keep playing with them, Spirit said. Because we know how to heal ourselves. We use our smart mind and our body. And we put it together. And we figure out, look, mind and body powered. That's what brings the growth. When you have a clear mind. And I'm clear of alcohol. You can test me at any time and you'll see I don't drink. I smoke. Ooh, looky, goodness gracious. Look, them witches are so mad because you have become popular in your job or community. I know I am. I know that my mentorship goes around to every wild witchy woman and good women and men. And they know who I is and who I ain't. And I am not a down baby. And when I talk in baby voice, it's because I've had a lot of clown energy like witchy women. Not them little funny Joker clowns who I was the original creator of the little Joker clown card, you know. You know, they make them Joker clown. I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm an oracle card reader, so some days it's going to get angry sounding, depending on whoever's energy's coming in mine. And now you understand. So if you try to spiritually attack me, the universe is going to come and wipe everything away that you stole from me. That's what happens. And do you see them towers? Look, there's 2 star towers. That's when I didn't see the value in me, and that's when I drew a little shitty. But shitty topaz, it still looks pretty good. Shitty topaz, it still looks pretty good. Look. Life, because God and everything you hoped for is happening. And this fairy earth magic is working with you and me at this moment. And every pirate thief around, they're getting taken back out of our country. Ain't it funny? And people in Europe, you're going to realize, why is these people in there acting like they're for our benefit? And they don't even know nothing about our country. Well, you're realizing that was all for some reason, ain't it? Some weird reason. I don't know, but now I already got told a secret, but I won't keep it to myself. And, well, I'll keep it to myself, but they was going to try to do something to you all, okay? Because that wild witchy energy is around the royal family, ain't it? And they act like they know they got the true God with them, but I don't think they know shit because they was lying to you all and all of us for a long time. You're going to figure it out. You're going to figure it out that peace, love, faith, or hope, or God ain't with any of them individuals. And it never will be. It never will be, okay? So, they said it would just be a sweet dream. You're too pretty. We hate you. We're gonna copy you and get you very angry and explosive. So you explode at everyone. And then no one will love you anymore. Ha 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 ha. Some man in Europe thought they could do that. Some man in Europe thought they could do that, but they didn't do nothing except they got robbed from. And the reason you got robbed from, man, is because you come through my house and then you like that I'm an artist and then you think that you're going to be the seer for the CIA. Well, no, you never was. I actually was in that. I was in the gifted program, and I remember the dark room we had to go in. The dark room that we had to go in, and the projector. I remember that. I remember that in that room, because I'm older than you, probably, guy in Europe. And if you're older than me, that's a shame. You guy in Europe that thought you was going to be the newest artist. Well, you got to train yourself to draw better. And then people will be able to see what you're actually drawing like they do mine. Okay, like the original creator is me of this, and God did this. Okay? And that's why it flows so easily. Like, that's what channeling is, because, that's what being the goat, the greatest of all time. Unaka Sojanada Heave. That's how you say it in Cherokee Indian. Unaka Sojanada Heave. Sorry, Cherokee woman, if I said it the wrong way that you teach us how. I might have said it the wrong way. But you still understand that I'm a goat and you're a goat. That's all that matters. We're goats. Ooh, look, ancestors coming out of a portal, told you. So the ancestors will come out of the tree portals and protect me. I have these giant maple trees in front of my house that are giant. And they just help me so much. They help me to connect. Every time I go outside, I'll pick up all them big giant limbs that it's broke off from the wind outside. And then I just stack them up. And I've got this huge stack of limbs. I need to do a bonfire one night. And when I do a bonfire one night, my husband, me and him will go out there and build it. And then I'll show us a little short of it, okay? And then we will say, everything is disintegrating from every person that was spiritually attacking us. Everything, they're disintegrating. And we'll do it like that, okay? And we'll say, we're just joking, okay? We're playing, Kalei. We're just playing right now. That was just a joke. We wish at that witch, that we wish that your dream just gets so fantastical from stealing from my cartoons. You fake-ass frog. One of you all's been kissing a frog, and you thought it was the most beautiful thing out here, but it was a damn frog. It's a fraud frog. Fake that wishes they could be a true divine beauty like you. Now, if your nickname is Frog, I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about an ugly witch, okay? An ugly one that was wanting to steal and harvest our dreams, but you can't, because Blue Moon Pisces is over here standing alone with not a help from no one. Only the universe is the one. That's the difference, okay? We are healers. We heal ourselves and our body. And that's why we're amazing in our job, and they ain't, okay? Whoever they are that messes with you or me, they're shitty. They're shitty toe paw, it said. And look, whatever that means, little snail, big shell. But somebody got some little snail and they're very big. Whatever that meant, but this ain't. This part isn't big. But this part is. Whatever that meant, okay, collective? Ancestors coming out of a portal. Keep your vibe high. There is the true sword, and here is Ahmed. Hello, Ahmed. Ahmed. Hello, I'm Ahmed. How are you today? Ahmed, you're so funny how your face looks like that. Oh, look, here's little mouse. Here's a mouse. Hello, mouse. Little mousey. And it's made out of seashells. Look. Little snail, big shell. Look. Seashell, little mouse. Look. Let's give you a kiss. It's funny, ain't it? Okay, so now let's do tarot. Let's move all this. We heard in the oracle cards the real truth, okay? And that's why they get wild and angry and explosive, because they don't have that gift. They don't have that gift. They thought by them stealing what you created, or me, that they could be the best ever. But that shift has come back to the rightful creator, and they're going to see this. They're going to see that they tried to put their shoes into a big girl or a big boy's energy they shouldn't have. Okay? And that's why that shift is coming. Going to help you, the original creator, and you're going to see so much growth. And every time the angels up are blowing the trumpet on these individuals that was trying to attack you and judge you for whatever they thought that you should have done like them. That ain't how it works, Pickles. That ain't how it works, is it, Collective? It surely ain't. Surely ain't. Now let me pick these up and let's stick them on the bottom. Well, let me just put these over here so I don't use them again. Okay, wait just a second. I gotta think. Do. Which ones do I want to use? I might use a little deck. I'm not gonna get out all these big cards up here, but when I get my tribe, all of them, and then I start making my money like it's supposed to be happening anyway. For years it was, and I'll ask y'all, which decks do you want me to use out of my 190 decks? Not to count these 3,500 that I made, not counting them, okay? Then I'll ask you, which ones did you want to look at? Which ones did you want to use? So that's what I'll do, okay? Let me use these little heaven and earth right here. I like these little decks sometimes. They just feel better, okay? Look how it bended, Collective. Look how it bended. No wonder it wasn't going in that box right. No darn wonder it didn't go in there right. Okay. Everything is going to work out for you. Material work. You are going to gain money. Because Three of Pentacles, that is Capricorn, Saturn, Mars energy. So you've been feeling like a lot of get up and go. Yeah, you know why? Because ain't Saturn at its best in Aquarius? Of course it is, because right there is Saturn, and then there is Uranus. There's Saturn and Uranus and Aquarius. That's what I done told you. I know that's it. It's like it. Is it exalted in Aquarius or whatever it's called? I don't know. It might be. I don't think it's debilitated. I think that's at its highest that it can get, okay? Because that is freaking, what is it? That is, they're the same. That's because Saturn used to be the original ruler of Aquarius. That's how, okay? Hang on. What is it? For the collective. For the collective? Oh, goodness gracious. What's that say? It says harmonious change. So there's a harmonious change happening right now at this moment because of Jupiter and Capricorn and Uranus. There's a trine with Jupiter, Uranus, and Capricorn, evidently. I don't know. But there's yin-yang. Look, yin-yang. That is 2 streams of income coming your way. Infinite. Because look, the sun travels like in a pipe like this. See that 8? The sun travels in a pipe like this. The little end is from March to Libra, and then the big end is from Libra to Pisces. That's why that's true. It goes on the ecliptic. And they won't teach you that. They won't teach you all this that we're learning right now. But there is an elder that's been teaching me a lot, and I appreciate them, and I always tell them thank you. And that's how you know I ain't fake. And that's why wealth is coming, look. And then there is Mercury, Virgo, and what is that thing? Pluto? No, that's that other thing. I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, it's Ten of Pentacles belongs to Virgo, duh, of course. So if you have Mercury in Virgo, well, then you have that innate ability to build wealth, okay? That's all it means. And I know my Mercury where it is. I know where my Mercury is. Ooh. Okay? So anyways, 210. Maybe at 210, something's going to happen today, and it's going to bring lots of wealth. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know what time I started doing this reading. I really don't. But it said it's going to bring about material success and balance. And that is Sun and Taurus. And then it says Moon and Earth, Moon, Sun, Taurus. So something wasn't fair to you before, and you was this beautiful Libra who brought balance to everyone. I know I'm that because I've got more Libra inside of me than anything. If you do them one things and it's new, like it can tell you, if you look at your birth chart, you can tell what you are the most of, okay? But I'm not a liberal. No, I'm not. I'm not that. I'm not that. But I do have a lot of Libra, but that just means you got to know where it's placed at. If it's placed, in the 7th, if you have Libra in the 7th, well, that just means that you will receive your balance. You know how to balance out a family. You know how to do many things. You can run the damn whole world. You know that, right? That's really all it means, okay? So maybe there was some sun sign Taurus around that got material wealth from coming into your legacy with a Virgo, acting like they were you. And that's why this harmonious change is happening for you now, because somebody has realized that they got wealthy by coming into your energy, and it ain't working for them anymore. And look, there's that black freaking puma. What is that thing? Panther. I seen one of them, and that's on my granddaddy's thing, on his crest. But you have these angels, these winged creatures above helping you, okay? That is Pisces double Aries is Queen of Wands. How in the hell does that make sense? Oh, well, Aries is fire. Now I get it. So that's like Pisces double Aries, and Aries is in Neptune. So that's why Queen of Wands, don't you understand? I taught you all that today through this tarot card. Not another tarot reader would tell you that, because they don't know it. They don't know how to read them symbols. They don't understand, okay? But I do. I just told you the truth. Look at that. Look at that. Look, the world knows it too. Yep. And then there's the cross. And then there's Saturn truth. And there's Aquarius, Capricorn, and Aquarius. So the world belongs to who? Capricorn and Aquarius. And every time they say fixed signs, this means the fixed signs. No, it really don't. The fixed signs, that's just a place in the wheel, if you know how the wheel works in astrology, and the time and the zodiac signs, and they're all going different ways. I guess they don't understand. But the crown belongs to who? Aquarius, Capricorn. Ha ha ha. They didn't know that. It didn't belong to the fixed signs other than Aquarius. Out of the fixed signs, just being honest with you. I told them this for years. They act like you're dumb, and no, I'm not dumb. That card don't belong to the four fixed signs. That's only representing what in the Bible. That's only representing them creatures in the Bible. That's all that's representing. That's why they made these tarot cards. For the esoteric symbols, for the deeper knowledge. You're supposed to go deeper and study that Bible, and then you will build a relationship, and you're going to realize there's some weird things that you don't understand when you go searching for more knowledge outside of that, but also when you're meditating on it. And the other day I was asleep, and I raised plumb up out of the bed and went blah, blah, blah. I don't remember what I said. But whatever it was pertaining to astrology. And it just come from out of nowhere. And that's how I know what I said. I really wish I could remember correctly, but it woke me up. But whatever it was, I know that some damn body, some witch thought they could set fire to my world or your world, and that's why it didn't happen. That's why I woke up and was like, blah, blah, blah. They didn't realize that when I woke up out of that dream, went blah, 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 whatever I said, that magic went back on them. So they wished you'd be feeling like fire. Well, they're going to feel like fire now, okay? And when you're 45, when some of you all go through the change earlier than other women, like I'm one of them. And the reason that happens is because I had a kid commit suicide, me and my husband. It's not fun. It's not fun to live through stuff like that. So when you have to live through stuff like that, they'll tell you, you're going to go through menopause earlier because all that grief. And it's the truth. It's the truth. And that's why Libra justice, Aquarius justice just pulled out. That's why. Okay? That's why. All right. So this is if you got Libra, Venus and Libra, or Saturn and Libra, that's who you are. That's who I am. Is you is or is you ain't, my baby, because I know who I am. Blind justice or blindfolded, you'll be able to see through things that others will never be able to see because they don't have the eyes to see. They choose to don't build that relationship. They choose to be a thief. That's why they'll never have them eyes to see. Because they want to be you. They want to be you. Now, all that profit they made off your mind, it's all coming back to you. They're realizing this. They're realizing this now. When you pick up World card, it ain't Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus. The only one it is Aquarius, Capricorn. You're going to realize that them tarot cards was built off of shit that's in Revelation. Lots of them you didn't know that. Why do you think the world at wheel? Well, because the real angels, they look like a wheel. And the eye of God that's up our staring at us in Virgo, ain't it? Is it in Virgo staring at us? The great green eyeball, I think it is. That's why that woman's right there. So if the whole world knew what I did, they would understand that them eyes in the sky watch us. And that's who... it's our ancestors. So you're going to receive your justice. That's what's playing out. Thank you for that. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, and the Hierophant. Well, ours Bull Taurus field. So, and then ours that symbol, of them three circles, or is that a trine, or is it something else? I don't know, collective. But now, anyways, you maybe you're changing it up, and you're here as a spiritual mentor that leads the way. This means, like if you're in a marriage and you're a spiritual mentor, you're here to lead the way. And then there we have the bull and the elephant. Or we have the elephant, Republican, and we have a donkey who would be Democrat. I mean, do you know that? Some people don't know that, but let's keep going. Oh, goodness gracious. And 5, V5. Well, ain't that the sun, V5? Hello, the sun, V5. They don't know what I do, but look at that. There, that sun has that. Look there. Look there, the sun has that. All these points. Down, down, down. See that? Who is at this point? Who's at this point? Who's at that point? Well, it said that's Pisces over here, and it says this is who? Freaking who is that? Cancer. No, that's Cancer, Leo, Virgo. Virgo, Pisces. Who the hell is this? And Taurus, Scorpio, Cancer, and Capricorn. But now really, I don't know if they did that right or not, because, well, I mean, it might be. But now, what about them fixed signs where it goes Aquarius, Leo? But Taurus, it's showing Taurus over here and that's how you know whoever made that is not understanding shit. Yeah, ours Aries, Libra. We see that. We know the Tropic of Cancer, the Tropic of Capricorn. We understand that. But now where it said Pisces, Virgo, I don't understand that, because mutable signs, cardinal is the highest. Then comes fixed, then mutable. You didn't know that? Well, I did. That's why I don't understand that one right there. But we'll just keep it like it is. Yeah, it's North Node Pisces, South Node Virgo. But in Vedic, it's North Node Aquarius, South Node Leo. Did you know that? So success, beautiful success and wealth just all around. And look, no more feeling of sorrow, feeling of heartbreak or pain, feeling loss over whatever you lost. And they were trying to steal your name. They were just trying to play a big game, and it didn't work. So that sorrow is going back to whoever has Sun in Taurus. And they might even have a earth sign moon, that individual. That's who's feeling sorrow, okay? And they're seeing what a strength of a Leo lion has, but they ought to show a lioness, because the lioness does everything for the lion. The lion only comes in when it has to fight and protect its woman. That's the only time. So if you hear me fighting, well, I'm just here protecting what's mine. You have to do that. That's what Leo sons do, or Leo North Nodes, or Leo Moon, or Leo whatever, okay, Ascendant or whatever. You just have to do that sometimes, okay? Star told you the star of the world is who? Look. Brings healing forth from the sky, none other than Aquarius, right before your eyes. I'm sorry I had to hide its begongas, because they can't take a little card that had a fake begonga on it. When I don't give my readings to children, so them men and women that go BITCHING to YouTube, that's ridiculous. And art is always going to have nudity in it. Why is the most famous art in the world got nudity in it? You're not going to mess up me or nothing I'm doing. You won't, because I'll still be able to sell that artwork. We'll still be able to sell it. They can't do nothing, okay? They can't do nothing to us, okay, collective? And then there's that bird over there. Remember it showed a flamingo at the beginning, and then that looks like, oh God, collective, guess what I seen the other day? Guess what I seen the other day? I seen a freaking duck in the road, and it was dead. It was froze dead. Somebody hit it, and it made me about cry. It made me cry because it looked like that duck was praying. And I was like, how'd that duck die right there in front of that man's house that has him chickens right beside the road in their chicken house? I couldn't believe it did that. That somebody killed it, but they did, okay? Oh, goodness gracious. And Star Aquarius is the 7 sisters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then there's the sun, big sun, big sun. So, did you know that that all them little stars, there is one sun inside of them 7 sisters? That's what it's saying, I think. Okay? That's in the sky. What's that thing called? I can't remember what is it the Pleiades star cluster? I can't remember. I can't remember, collective. I think it is Justice. Justice. Ooh, Justice. Look, you've established strength this whole time. The 3 of Wands goes to the 4 of Wands. You've perfected your work in a way that has built this strong, independent energy, and that's why you're watching this money. All this money flowing right back to you. You're going to see all this money flowing right back to you because you perfected your work. And there is Jupiter. There is Venus. So this is if you got Venus and Aries, okay? And then Jupiter. When Jupiter and Aries and Venus meet up in air, in water, your work, you're going to see all this money. Ooh, it's funny. Ooh, bye-bye. So, and Venus right now is in Aquarius. There's all kinds of planets. Mercury's in Aquarius. Venus is in Aquarius. The sun is in Aquarius, okay, of course. I think this full moon on the 1st, I think it's still in Capricorn, though. And all that means is it's going to be bringing down that wealth to you, to the rightful owner. That's what it's doing, okay? So you've waited for your divine justice to play out for a long time. You hurt long enough, and that's why everything is working out for you the way now for the good. Because everybody in the world feels sorrow, and you're going to feel sorrow at certain times in your life over some sort of relationship. I mean, that could be in like a marriage, but it didn't have to be. It could be in like a friendship you was feeling sorrow, or a job that you was feeling sorrow because people kept stabbing you in your heart continuously over and over. And then God put you on a path and you've been building something new. And then if more people likes to come in and cause sorrow to you, they fucked up, especially Taurus. Taurus fucks up big when it tries to bring sorrow to any Aquarius or Libra or Gemini. You fucked up. You shouldn't have did that. Because now you've saw what true divine balancing of the energy means. See, this person didn't do it. They was only about money. And then they wanted to think that they were the truth, but they ain't the truth. The truth lies with Aquarius. It always will. If you know the wheel and you know the inner workings and you know all is, it goes directly to truth's Lord as Aquarius. And then Libra, Gemini underneath Aquarius. Do you understand? First Aquarius. First Aquarius, though, okay? I don't want to do them tarot cards anymore, but if you're all wondering, there's somebody new, and this is Aquarius double Pisces. This is earth and air. Fire and water. I don't know, because usually they got lines right here for air has a line, and earth has a line down here. And water is like this, just a plain triangle, and then fire is plain triangle up. Okay? There's them crab claws, look. That's why the moon looks like that little crab claw, see? See? It's pretty simple, ain't it? Pretty simple. Maybe somebody is, so this is your energy right now. Aquarius, and then of course Pisces is next. This is your energy. This is your loving energy. This is the harmonious change that you did in your life, in your situation, okay? And that's the truth, okay? And you might be going to see something that you read or talked about. Our earth, there's air and there's earth. That's Princess of Swords is air and earth energy coming together. Okay, and and then you created sons. I did. It just proved it. And that's the wealth. That's what you love. That's what you've created through your success. Air and earth coming together. Look, 10 of Cups. I love that. Look at that collective. This is perfected success, and that is Mars, water, Pisces, Pluto and Pisces. I think it's Pluto, I think. And that's Pisces, and that is Mars energy. And that is perfected success. Anyway, you don't feel sorrow. You've perfected this. That's why you're becoming a success. And when people come and people go, you will feel strife along the way. Yo, yo, yo. And you're figuring the truth out. That when Saturn meets up with Aries and Leo, it's a lot of strife. It's a lot of strife, and that's a north node. And somebody's north node is lots of strife. But look at all that strength through that strife. That's how you survived all that fire flames. And if you're feeling fiery flames at this moment, well, you better be getting the strength, because that's Leo energy. And that is meant to be seen around the world. You just had to perfect your craft. Everyone knows that you did this, okay, Aquarius? Or whoever you are. And everybody knows that you've perfected yourself. And then there we have Queen of Cups and the Moon and King of Swords. All right, let me put these. So the Star Aquarius, then we have the Moon and King of Swords. So this is Gemini and Cancer as Queen of Cups. Okay? And this is about using your intuition. And this is about competition. That's them 5 wands. So anytime you see them 5 wands, don't get mad at it. That's your north node pushing you through that strife to keep going after what you believe in. That's all it is. And your intuition will be on point when you follow the flow. Okay, follow the flow that Aquarius brings to the world. Yo, 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 I see that that's what everybody's following. I left a blueprint for many people to follow, and your world has blowed up and you've gained fame, and that's fine. And now you're still looking down upon me. Whoever's doing that, you're going to get karma up above. Trust me, I know. And some of you all, some people in their world, that they got to realize, I mean, that's an urn. Aquarius pours from an urn. That means a lot of death they've had to live. And that's the truth. And look, look, something was hidden from you. Maybe a path was hidden, and now it's cleared out. You had been being hid, and now Spirit's clearing the way. Spirit's clearing the way for you, because you are the truth and the sword and the light and the way. And moon is mother. Moon will always be mother. Okay? And moon is Jupiter, Neptune, Pisces, Jupiter, and Neptune. That always belongs to the moon, okay? I don't know what that little symbol is down there, but it says 7-10. And then King of Swords is Capricorn and double Aquarius. Earth and air coming together, see? See, and what is these little things down here? Look at that. It's little stars with wings. Look at that, a star with wings. There's a star with wings. That's how wheels was created, by looking at the stars in the sky, or the moon or the sun. Don't you see how easily that the wheel was created? I'm talking about that gets you around in the town. That's how it was created, okay? And the truth and the reaper are the same. Look at that. They're understanding that the truth and the reaper are the same, okay? Now let me give you a love message, okay? And then I think I might get off here, all right? Because I'm tired. I need to go in there. We got to go out to town here in a little bit, me and my husband, to get a few things. Let me give you some of these romance ones. What it say? Wait a minute, we'll tell us, okay? Wait a minute, we'll tell us what it said, but you guys and gals. Goodness gracious, what is it? What? Oh, goodness gracious. Now, the stars, baby. Look at this. There's a wheel. There's another wheel. There's another wheel. And in the wheel, it's going to be 8 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you get it, baby? Do you get it, baby? It said. Somebody didn't get it, baby, baby. They didn't get it, evidently, baby. There they go again. They wouldn't put no line from Aquarius to Leo. Well, I guess they did right there. Okay, Leo, they did. There's us. Well, there's Aquarius to Leo right there. See it? But, the Cardinals is the big in that. But the sun is right middle. That's you. Whoever you are, you're right there. You're the biggest star right there. That's why 7. 16, 1 plus 6 is 7. Oh, goodness gracious, 2, 5 is 7. That's God. That's why. Okay. Now you get it? Okay, now you get it. Now they get it, okay? So the stars is going to do some sort of shift for you. Thank you for that. Stars, I appreciate that. Ooh, goodness gracious, you whipped them into shape. Aquarius whips you into shape, because it said number 11. I'm sorry. Sometimes it's just and it cuts like a knife, or it cuts like a whip. That sharpest tongue, that brightest mind, it's sharp as a tack. And when you stab us with them little tacks, wow, we're going to whip you into shape just like that. I'm playing. So anyways, wheel whip. Somebody's going to get whipped by the wheel. Like they wanted you whipped by the wheel. Now wheel whipping is going to come to them. Wheel whipping. Mush. Mush. They didn't have to whip them damn horses into doing something. I guess they did. I don't know why, but they did. Oh, there's a fox in the meadow. There's a fox in the meadow, and the crow crowing. Crow crowing of the morning time. And why does it say? Divine feminine. And number 5, because divine feminine brings change to divine masculine. Just like that cockle-doodle crow, cockle-dee-doo, sly, sly, yo-yo. So there's a fox in the barn trying to eat your chicken eggs. You better watch out now. Whoever you are, it's got a family now. When you see them hawks going over hills down, they're trying to kill your chickens. Hawks, when you see them and your chickens is running wild, they're going to come and eat your ass. That's what happens. You can't let them run wild like that all the time. Okay, but, I always did, but them damn hawks would come and swoop in and eat them, or and an owl, if they know where they're roosting at night, they'll go steal them and eat them at night. Owls do that. Or eagles. Okay. Look at my new picture, my puzzle up there I made. See it? Cockle-doodle-doo. Cockle-doodle-doo. That's funny, ain't it? Okay, let me fix it back. Hey, collective. I appreciate y'all, and I hope you'll hit subscribe if you feel my vibes that, I just like making art and telling you unique, eclectic stories that you ain't never going to hear from nobody else. Now, them old fake witches that steal our words from our mouth, them are word witches. They don't create art. They just create words. Spells on you so you'll quit going in their energy. I taught you that. Quit going in their energy. All right. That's spelling, okay, my dear lad? That's spelling. All right, let's go. Goodness gracious, yep. And there's the cross. Well, is that the right cross? I don't know. You'd have to ask an astrologer now, and I'm not I do know lots of astrology, but I do know which is the real and which ain't. So, you can go on whatever it is, but that's going to cause you lots of strife when you put all your faith in religion and all this, when you know that over there in Europe, all that shit, what they did in the dark ages to them people and all that, and then they stole all that wealth from them. They killed the Templars because the Templars had the secrets. And then them people over in the Vatican has your life, and you don't even know that. They have all of us through our birth certificate. That's how they make money at the stock market. Just like you all, it works at the stock yard that sells your cattle and your chickens and your goats and your sheeps. Your ass is just being sold as well, and you didn't even know it. So you'll learn this one day. You'll say, I'm stupid. No, I'm not stupid. I've noticed that in this town. I'm pretty fucking smart. I've noticed how smart, okay? So the ancestors will whip you into shape. Star Aquarius will whip you into shape. Because Saturn, there is 2 suns in the sky. There's 2 suns in the sky. Did you know that? There is, and there is a sun in the sky that everybody that travels in the world follows since the beginning of time. Did you know that? It's Sirius. It is Sirius star. And it's in the Big Dipper, and that's the North Star that everybody follows. Did you know that? And everything was built from the sky. All them things, all them signs in the sky, that's how everything is built. And that's why everyone that comes against me, they always get tore down and go on their way, and they don't bother me anymore. And when they come in sly and they think they're going to come in with some trick, they can't, because I've done outbox them, because they don't know about that. They didn't know none of that shit. And you did burn the Templars on the cross. And that man that did that was over in England, and he was a king, and he was a worthless dictator. And that's why his ass is going to be burnt. His whole legacy, even if it's still alive today, it's going to be burnt for what it did in the past to these people. And when you talk of slavery and stuff like that, well, I mean, hell, every human walking has to endure that because we're all slaves to that. And you'll believe it when you hear it from somebody higher up than me. You won't believe me. But when you go hear somebody else, you'll believe them. That's fine. Go believe them. I don't care. Okay, I don't care. Let's keep going. Yep, let's keep going. But Queen of Cups, Cancer, and Pisces know that they're right along with Star Aquarius because we're in the sky, okay? I mean, duh, we're in the sky. We're in the down sky with the sun. That's because we have those signs. What did Earth give you a sign? It lets you play with its animals and other people. But you don't get no signs from the Creator unless you come to an Aquarius or a Pisces, Cancer, or a damn Leo, and I know that. You know, and Scorpio is power. We know that. But Scorpio's got to go through 8 hells, and it don't realize that. So there's no romance coming for you single mingles. Ooh, you got the key that unlocks their heart. A journal. There is somebody writing in their journal how much they love you right now at this moment, okay? You unlocked a certain key today for a man they had never knew, and now they're just going to say, oh my goodness, I appreciate you and your family. Now they're going to love your family. But at one time, maybe they thought you was trying to you was a cheater, blah, blah, blah. Every human you come across has done shit that they ain't proud of, and you best be stepping out of my energy. If you're going to come judge for anything I've did in my life, you're not allowed to judge that because you're not the Creator, okay? They're not allowed to judge you, and I don't judge people. I throw them back their energy, and then they understand that's not judging. That's your sorrow coming back. You wanted that on us, we'll send it back to you. We know how. We do know how. Look, collective 19. That's divine masculine is line 1. Divine feminine is 9. And when they come together, they make a perfect circle. They make a perfect 10 of cups. They make a perfect 10 of pentacles. And that's the beauty, my dear, of building a castle. Look, a castle. So all them peace people, them big castles and shit over, you think that they're going to help you? They never did help you. They kept you all trapped. And one of them damn kings trapped somebody from your a past life you don't even remember. They killed the man that you loved. They locked their ass in a tower and they killed them. Or they could have killed your woman that you loved. They could have locked them in a tower and killed them back in the day. But all I know is that's all a bunch of fake shambles. Truth. At one family, it said, we're the truth, we're the truth. After the Tudors, the Stuarts, they wasn't the truth. And how are they still over there in power? I think their power needs to be yanked and it needs to be give back to the rightful owner. But they erased us. They erased my family out of that history. They tried to, but they still couldn't do it because it still shines through. It still shines through, and my legacy goes back to 8 fucking hundreds. Vaughn, if you look it up, it goes back to 800s when you go searching through the old scrolls, and that's why I know all this. Noel. I know all this. There ain't many people that can, with that last name, that goes back that far. And no, I'm not going and getting my blood tested, because if you go get your blood tested and you send it off to these, then everybody in the world, they got your information, and you're not getting mine. I've done linked it. I done have that spiritual connection to God and my dead kid that showed me this. And my dead kid said, all that sorrow they brought on your line. And I'm here as your number 1 lion, protecting you, mother. Protecting you, mother. Whoever its dead kid is protects their mother and their father, and they know it. And that's why everything will work out for you, okay? And if you didn't lose a kid like that, well, good, because you didn't want to. Nobody ever wants to do that, because that's the hardest person you'll ever have to bury in your life. Your mother and daddy supposed to go before you. I know for a fact I will die before my other kids. I don't know. I've done had this conversation with God that if I said, if you did let something happen, God, I'd out myself. And you know I would. He knows I would collect him. Don't get scared, because it ain't going to happen, all right? But that's all I know, and that was the story, and I'm going to get off here. And you go take and roll the dice and take a chance on yourself. And remember, don't take from your cards and steal them now. Because if there's an entity or energy that you don't want to attach to you, you need to say, I command you out of my space now, forevermore, and always. So be it. It is done. That's all you got to do. Say it 3 times. Say, I command you out of my space now, forevermore, and always. So be it. It is done. I command you out of my space now, forevermore, and always. So be it. It is done. 3 times. That's how you got to do it, okay, collective? But that's all I know, and I'm going to get off here, and I appreciate y'all, and I hope you have a wonderful, spandacular, fantastical, wonderful day. And if you like what I did, well, hit subscribe and like, and if you ever feel led to donate, well, I am a keeper of the light, and I will buy more cards, some more interesting stories, just like that first one that pulled out that was so amazing, okay? And that would be my Cash App. I need to make another one of them, and I have a PayPal, but I don't know. Nobody ever put no money in it, but it's Pam 25888, okay? 888 is abundance. And then, what is it? And for Cash App, it is money sign, money sign, like S with 2 lines through it, then WVWINDSTAR. That's how it is. That's all it is, okay? And I appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm going to get off here, and I thank you, okay? I'll see you later, okay? Peace. Peace, collective. Hey, collective. Peace, collective. Hey. Hi. Hi, Danu. Hello, I need a good tarot reader. Well, comes to me. Who it is, babies.